I'm Brad Lacey from the Western Force. Hope everyone's doing safe out there in isolation. Just a few little tips that we've been working on to keep it ahead of the game for hopefully potentially having some upcoming games at the end of the year. So here's a few skills that us as back three and as a playing squad have been working on. First one that we've been working on here is really getting and understanding on how to pick a ball that's on the ground up. So a few examples that we sort of take and cues that coach gives us. When we're going down to pick up the ball, we don't want to hinge at our hips, so we don't want to bend over like this, and then because if you do that, automatically your fingers are going to be down facing to the ground. So when we do it, we really want to use our knees, and we want to get our body in front of the ball, bend down. That's the first key part. Get your body in front of the ball and make sure you're bending down at the knees. Don't hinge over, get your whole body down. Secondly, we want to keep our palms up. A lot of times in the video here, you'll see, especially on my palms up on this side, but my hand, my second hand there is really down and fingers towards the ball. So when I try to scoop it up, the ball hits my fingers and it goes off and I miss it. So once I've got my body square on the ball while it's coming to me, I want to keep my palms up, my lead hand over the ball, and I really want to get down and scoop the ball up and keep running forward. Get your body behind the ball, that's the most important thing. Alright, so second little activity that we've been working on and skill is our passing. So when we're coming up, we really want to focus on being square, putting our hands out. When we catch the ball, we want to load it to that middle section. So when we pass, we can go inside and outside. We don't want to bobble the ball around, keep it nice and square and still. So we've got options both ways. In some of the clips here, you will see some bad examples. What we call it here is whippiness. So when we catch the ball, come to the center, and when we want to throw a ball out wide here, we're loading up to our outside hip again, but we're dipping it out and we're trying to whip it through, all right? So that's a bad example. You'll see it on the clip there. We really want to focus on getting it to the center. When we know where we're going to go straight from that hip, and we're going to punch past it. And when we punch past it, we do talk about it's okay to have a bit of a swing on the outside, but make sure you're correcting that with, once you've gone over the top, you want to square up again. So you want to push through the pass, and you want to have your lead hand and your guide hand going straight towards our target and punching through the target. We don't want to be following through, because you'll see in a couple of the clips there, some are good, but we get the ball, we go straight to our chest, we square up, and then we really punch past with that power and point to the target. So then we're hitting that target zone. So the target zone for us is between the mid half of this little donut here to the bottom of the top of the bin here. So that's a perfect part for us because we want to catch it onto our chest here or our stomach, and that allows us to catch the ball and reload and punch straight through. If we're hitting anywhere above this zone, that's sort of not the area that we want to hit. That means that your lead hand, your power hand, is coming up over the ball and you're swinging it across. All right, so you'll see a few clips in here that are bad and good.